same thing. If you're restricting where your access is, I don't have an issue with it.
Okay. Any questions? Record a vote on this? All in favor of the motion? Hold your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposed? Motion's carried. Okay.
Yeah. Good point.
Report 147, this is for a resolution to accept the policy 068 regarding solar. Councillor Bonstein.
I'll move to
That policy, second by Councillor Underwood. You want to speak to it?
Yeah, I just have one, and it may be in here for you, it may be in here, Carol, but under purpose. The only thing I was going to suggest is under one, it says the building permit application for a current building structure. So the solar installation on the roof shall include an engineered stamp drawing of the structure complete with electrical details. And I'm wondering that if we add in there that each one of those drawings be registered with the prior department that would service that area. So not only is it on file with the municipality, but it's at the fire department and maybe just as a backup. Does that make sense?
May I speak to that?
Clerk would like to have one.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're getting into a whole other issue. You could have all these plans in the fire department, you get called out in the middle of the night for a fire, whatever, off you go. If you really want to do something, it's a discussion we should be looking down the road, and that's for all the different constructions we have. Some municipalities are talking about different kinds of placards on the side of the building. So if you have a building that has solar panels, you have like a little placard, or if they have a modern construction or truss roof or something like that, that's been modified, you have a little plaque on it. But this is something that further discussion down the road, so the fire department will know what they're going into.
That was just my point.
Yeah.
Is that they know ahead of time, like the gun registry, they know ahead of time if there's issues.
Okay. Clerk has something to add?
If I could, this, as I said, this is a starting policy. Once we've had some more contact with the fire department, once they get a chance to look at it,
Fire
certainly
issue.
modify this. And if I could, there's two parts to this. First is the policy, the second part is the municipal resolution. Apparently back in November, we did receive another information package on this. For some reason, I didn't receive it, and a couple of other people who essentially did not. So I apologize. It came from Certified Solar, and it is for, not exactly the same, but it is for solar panels on building roofs at Block 1 Campground. So they're looking for a similar motion as well. And again, it doesn't infer that you approve a process like the building structures or whatever, but just that you have no objection to the actual construction. I'm assuming it would be similar to what we have already on the roofs there.
But it wouldn't fall under this policy.
No, this is for solar buildings on agricultural buildings, so that's a totally different policy. But we are looking at tonight either 3 separate resolutions for the applications that we have, or if council would rather, there's an opportunity to do one blanket one that basically says that you're supporting of solar on top of solar. So there are those 2 options for council to consider.
Councillor Russell.
I think it's premature, the second part, but the first part, obviously, we've done due diligence in terms of the fire board, et cetera, right? And we can still look further in terms of sign placard, that's cool. But that second part, I'm just wondering if you're saying in this one part, you're saying the engineered, I'm not saying you're saying, Carol, I apologize, not you saying, but in the proposed policy here, we're saying that the engineered stamping, et cetera, right? I don't think we could, I'm not sure if we'd entertain a blanket thing for any building unless there was, if I remember correctly, when we did the arena, that was one of the things that was reported back to us by Peggy at the time, was that we had to have a little look at the upper, see that it would support the structure. So I don't think we can give a blanket fit, to fit applications just across the board for any place outside of agriculture without having some form of due diligence done on the structural integrity of the place. I guess it's pretty simple.
Building goes second.
Yeah, exactly.
If I could, and we can tweak this policy to include other buildings as well. And as I said, if you do approve a policy or a municipal resolution tonight, applicant, whoever they are, to go through all the building codes, and if
It's not a
that's something that
negative
Randy needs, is
It's not a
some kind
negative
of just, no.
Right.
If he asks, if he has some concerns, he can ask for some justification and some proof that the building can sustain.
So what we could say is we're accepting this policy and we want to include policies for the other applications that are similar. And we do the policy, we add to the policy. That work for you? Amend that? Okay. Any other questions on that? All in favor of that? We've accepted the policy and we're adding to it to all of the other.
We need a resolution.
Okay,
That's the second part.
okay.
There are 3 applications down, including this one for Rockland. There's 2 on agricultural owners, basically, that I think I outlined in my report.
Okay, so you need a resolution to,
Either a blanket resolution, but if council's not ready for that, then I need, if council's in favor, there's 3 resolutions, one for the one on North Bay Road, one for the one on Allen Street, and one for the one at Rockland.
Scott?
Where in the Rockland campground are they planning on putting this in?
On top of some of the rental cabins.
Councilor Russell? Motion to accept the blanket resolution.
Yeah. Since we don't have that
Yeah.
little policy that we just passed back, and I don't, personally, I don't want to see a blanket one right now.
Okay.
I think we should entertain, get it back, and I'll make a motion to pass a resolution for the 3 based on previous resolution. In other words, that the building department will share appropriate things for each of those.
Okay.
That would, and this fits within the criteria. They're not coming in so fast that we're falling behind everything there.
And if I could, they actually opened up the application period between December 14th and January 18th, I believe it is, and after that, they're not accepting anymore. So, and it's a first come, first served, and they do get 2 extra points for these applications if there's a municipal resolution.
Okay, so we need a resolution to support the resolution. It's been made, seconded. Councilor Barfield, questions on that? All in favor of that? Carried. Okay, thank you. And we did 8.19, so we will go to our delegation now, our 7:30 delegation. Now that we have things set up for you, technically we're,
Thank you very much.
so I will ask Patty Heyman to make her presentation.
Okay, thank you. It is nice to have the projector. It's better, it's a lot easier to see the maps and photos. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm the Director of Planning at the St. Clair Conservation Authority and look after permitting and floodline studies and erosion hazard studies at St. Clair. So we do have, I just wanted to go over, we do have a little issue we have in West Dipperwash, from Center Road to West Dipperwash Road. And just to give you a bit of background, we, in 2010, 2011, we did a shoreline management plan for what was the former no man's land, we call it the no man's land, in Lambton Shores to Ipperwash, which didn't include a conservation authority. And we had a shoreline management plan that went down Lake Huron to Point Edward on 1996. So we wanted to bring it in conformity with our 1996 plan and update that 1996 shoreline plan, because we're looking at a lot of development applications on the shoreline, and this plan helps us. And this is the area, the West Dipperwash area, and like as a lot of you know, probably, Kettle Point is an escarpment. It traps sand all the way from, there's a very good deposit from Grand Bend into Ipperwash. And so we're just looking at this particular area here. And West Dipperwash, the study area we're looking at is Tobias Road, also it's London Road, and some of the other roads, I forget some of this, Tobias Lane, Jane, Juniper, and Cedar. And that's on this